Hi, welcome in. If you are here, you're stepping into your highest timeline, and I am here to help you navigate that journey. I'm just going to tap in, get a quick channeled message from Spirit, and then we'll pull some cards. We'll go wherever the energy takes us. If any part of this message resonates with you, make sure to like and comment. All right, let me get tapped in. Tapping into the collective's energy now, Spirit. Please bring forward a message for anybody watching, everybody watching. Remove me and make me a clear channel for you, Spirit. Bring through messages that are for their highest good, their highest timeline, and that would resonate with them in ways that they know this message was meant for them. What message do we have for the collective in this moment, Spirit? I'm seeing a cornfield, and you're kind of going through the cornfield. You can't see anything but the corn in front of you, and you're kind of trying to find your way. We've all heard of like a corn maze. This doesn't look like a maze. It looks like you're in the middle of the field and you can't see the edges of the field. You're kind of just like trying to find your way through the corn. I feel like you wish there was a clearer path. Like, sure, you can, it just feels disorganized to you. It's like, annoying to have to try to weave and bob in between the corn stalks to get to where you're trying to go across this field. You wish that there was just like somebody had mowed a clear path for walking. Yeah, so there's like definitely a feeling of annoyance here. Annoyance that you need to like beat your way through this cornfield. Annoyance that somebody didn't think of a path when they were planting this thing. Like, where were we supposed to walk? An annoyance that it's taking you like double the amount of time to walk through the cornfield without a path. It's just frustrating. You just have like frustrated energy that you wish you had a clear path to walk forward. And it's just like, it seems senseless to you to have to work this hard to get from point A to point B. And I really get this sense of you're going to do something about this. Like, you're ruminating while you're walking through this cornfield. You're like, when I get to the house or when I get to the clearing, I'm getting the tractor and I am mowing a friggin' path through this thing. Like, I won't do that again. I'm not walking through that shit again. And like how I was the only one that came to the conclusion that there needed to be a path there, I don't know, but I'm fixing that. So yeah, you're taking all this frustration and anger, resentment, like annoyance, and you're pouring it into the solution, and you're using it to fuel the solution. When you do something that's like out of frustration, or you're like, oh no, I'm friggin' doing it. And like, I see you going and getting on the tractor. When you finally get out, it takes you like 3 hours to get out of that corn. It takes you a while. Ridiculous, a ridiculous amount of time. Like, somebody would not believe you if you said, it took me 3 hours because I walked through a mile of cornfield and didn't know where I was going. You get out and like you get on the tractor and like you're like determined to go make a path. So while you're making the path, you're actually like, ha, like you're like excited about it. You're like mowing shit down, and it's so clear. And once you mow it down, it's so clear. It's so obvious. It's like, this is just where people walk now. This is just where we, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard, and now life's going to be so easy. It wasn't that hard to mow the path, and now I never need to go through it the way I did before. I'm just feeling all the energy. Like I'm feeling it all in my solar plexus, and that anger, it's like healthy anger. I want to like, oh, like, but it's like that anger that brings you clarity, because healthy anger, how I define healthy anger for me, is healthy anger brings you clarity. Like it's the thing that you're like, I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here, I'm fixing this. It's like tells me what I need to know, and what you needed to know in that moment was, I'm fixing this. I'm going to make sure this never happens again. I kind of get that like mama bear or like dragon energy from anger, right? So I feel that so strongly. Like the anger is pretty potent. Like you're fucking pissed that you just spent your afternoon walking through a cornfield. But in your pissed offness, you poured it all into the solution, and like so it was healthy. Like you use that anger to create something for yourself. It's a lot of anger. Y'all got a lot of anger there, but I'm feeling like you're using it. It's teaching you something, and you're not going to learn the same lesson again. Let's get some cards. Getting Rider Waite Smith. Traditional Tarot. The Tower. Traditional Tarot. Everybody loves the Tower card. Oh, with this anger, I would not be surprised. God. What did you get into? What cornfields did you get into? You got you pissed off. Man, we have all been there. Maybe daily, maybe multiple times a day. But what I love about this collective, we don't get pissed off for no reason, and we don't get pissed off and sit on our hands. We get pissed off and we do something about it. So let's go. What are we doing with this anger? What are we doing with this anger, Spirit? What does this collective need to know? What cornfields have you walked through that you just said, I'm not fucking doing that ever again? And it's almost like I'm getting, like, let's say the neighbor, the reason why you never mowed a path was because like the neighbor or the farming community or like the norm that you're in, they're like, oh, well, you can't because it's so important to have every acre, every inch of every acre planted, and that's what we need for production. And like there's all these norms that like you appeased other people by, and you made it work for other people, but they didn't understand your experience. So you're like sitting there living for other people. You're like sitting there making your cornfield exactly how the neighbors and everybody else wants it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work for you. Sorry. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to have a path, but I'm going to have a freaking path. Like, come sue me. Like, what are you going to do about it? I'm getting that there's some type of like path that you've been walking that has been somebody else's idea. Somebody else's idea of like what life is supposed to look like. Woo. And you're like, fuck that. You know, like that's really what I'm feeling, is like you woke up one day and was like, I would have never built this way. And like, I don't care about Fred's feelings across the road. Like, I need to tell Fred to come over here and walk through this cornfield. Like, he doesn't know what I'm dealing with. Like, it's easy for him to say, but he doesn't know what I'm dealing with. My anger that I'm feeling through you is making me want to just like shuffle more cards. Like, I've got some here already, plenty to work with, and like I'm feeling like Like maybe you would mow like 4 paths because you just have that much energy towards this. So, oh, all right. With the cards here, Spirit, I'm seeing the Emperor. So this is really you. This could be a couple things. This can be you being like, no, I'm done with this is my way now. I'm going my way. We're going to try it my way. We've tried it your way enough times. The Emperor um, has all the king energy, and he just makes decisions. He's decisive. He doesn't question, like, well, I wonder what the neighbors will think. And, well, I guess I'll self sacrifice. Like, no, he's kind of a dictator. And I'm feeling this dictator type energy kind of coming out of you, like you taking the action that you need to take control of a situation. This is ultimate control. This is my way or the highway. And I'm feeling it, but not like a negative thing. It's like you're finally like, this doesn't work for me. I'm taking control back. I'm getting my tractor and I'm going to make a path in my cornfield. Like, Spirit, why a cornfield? Why a tractor? Why a path? I don't know. But I'm getting that you are taking your power back and you're making decisions that make sense to you, that make your life easier. Okay. And I'm getting that you're moving really fast in this. Like, now that you realize um, the problem or the things that, you know, your emotions are kind of telling you, this doesn't work for me, you're moving super fast, like into success and victory over this thing. Like, there's no stopping you. You are choosing to do it. You know you're going to do it, and there's no stopping you. You know, Fred can come get on his bike and be like, "Wait, we're not supposed to mow the cornfield," and you're like, "Bye!" Like, it's happening. Nobody's talking you down from this control that you're taking. That taking your power back, nobody's talking you down from that. You're moving forward fast with that. And I see that you have the strength to do this. So maybe you have doubted your strength in the past, or you've been under like some confusion about what you're supposed to do, what your role is, like how you're supposed to show up. As in this scenario, it would be like a neighbor or a friend or a person or a partner or an employee or whatever. And there's been some confusion about like your role that you're supposed to play in those relational dynamics. This is cups, so this is emotions. Maybe there's been some confusion about how you're supposed to balance everything out. But you have a lot of strength. So you've been through a lot. You just walked 3 hours through a cornfield. So you've been through a lot and you're strong, and you've got all of that fire inside, lion inside of you to say, no, I'm taking control and I'm taking it fast. Okay? And I get the Knight of Pentacles, and what I'm getting with this is actually slower energy. But what I feel with this is like, this is you marching forward with the life that's going to work for you. So now you're being intentional. Before, you might have done a bunch of different things because somebody told you should do them, or it made other people happy, or you were a peacemaker or whatever. But what I'm getting with this is you're like, no, I need to be grounded. I need to feel like things make sense. Me walking through this crazy cornfield doesn't make sense. Things need to feel grounded and real to me. And so I'm going to walk forward and do things and take the action that I need to take to feel grounded, stable, secure. And you have all the strength to do that. You're doing it. Nobody's stopping you, that's for sure. With that strength card, I really get that your anger, your healthy anger, your pissed offness, your frustration, is your clarity about something. It's your clarity, and it's spirit saying, what are you going to do about it? You have, and this isn't be shitty. This isn't use your anger to be spiteful and do things out of revenge. This is like, if it doesn't work for you, step up, make a change. And you have the power, you have the clarity in your gut. It's making you sick. I can feel it right now. It's in the bottom of my solar plexus, and it's like, no, I'm not walking through that cornfield again. You know, it's like it's yelling at you. Okay? And I get the star, which is wish fulfillment, but it's also healing and balance. And, you know, I'm getting this as more of like a global message, and one that has to do with masculinity. So, you know, we have run, all of us, women, men, have run toxic masculine traits, but a toxic feminine trait would be to overgive and to, you know, be a people pleaser and give yourself away to all these different people without caring about yourself. And then you get resentful and you get that anger. And what I'm seeing with this healing card, with the star, is you acknowledging that anger and then seeing it as clarity and then using it to make a decision and taking your power back and getting grounded and making decisions that work for you is healing the toxic feminine side of you, and it's helping you bring in your divine masculine, which your divine masculine is a protector. Your divine masculine would say, we are not walking through the cornfield, honey. Okay? So I really see this as like healing your divine feminine and divine masculine here and being your own protector and not doing this over giving thing so much. Leaning into the divine masculine parts of us that would choose to protect what works for us. Yeah. I really get that it's like a healthy anger because it's channeled in a way that's like, no, this is what's right for me. And it's just, you're not trying to prove anything to anybody. You don't need to go show anybody that you made this change. You're just like, you're doing it differently now. You're showing up differently now. You go mow this path in the cornfield and you just sleep better at night. It's not like some big thing that you go tell all your neighbors, ha, like you screwed me over. Like you realize that you were just like over giving of yourself. You were doing that. You were over giving. People might have been taking from you, but only because you were letting them take from you. So what I'm also getting is okay, so I get the 5 of Pentacles. And I get the 7 of Swords. So this energy is really like lack mindset, victim, and somebody's stealing from me. Okay. So this is, I'm being left out in the cold. They in there don't understand my experience. They in there have everything I need and want, and it's really nice in there, but we're stuck out in the cold. We're not allowed inside. And those people inside there that are having a good time and seem to be the winners, they keep stealing from me. They're taking from me. I'm a victim of them. Okay? And so this is what's pissing you off. This is pissing you off. You're like, you keep taking from me. I can't seem to get ahead because you keep taking from me and it makes your life nice and easy. That's pissing me off. So I have a lot of anger about me and I'm about to take my power back. I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm not going to let you take from me. And you're really realizing how much you are engaging in this pattern of letting somebody take. You are being oppressed. You're being a victim in this, even maybe how you talk about it. They do this to me, or they do that to me, or, oh, I can't mow my field because all the neighbors say, and it's like, well, they're stealing your joy. They don't even know the effect they have on you. They said these things that you're complying with, but it's really causing you a lot of pain. And you're hating them for it. You're resenting them for it. So take your power back, do what's grounded and right for you, and then you can rest easy and have some peace because you've just stopped engaging in this cycle of being a victim of somebody else taking from you. And I get the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new opportunity, a new way to go. Again, with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's like this is you taking a new path forward, a new way of being. This is Pentacles. So this is like material. So this actually could be related to money. You might actually have somebody that you feel like is taking money from you or is financially siphoning from you and is keeping you feeling like stuck financially. And you've decided to say like, hey, that's not happening anymore. And that person or people that are keeping you stuck financially or taking from you financially might keep you in a lot of illusion, confusion. There might be a lot of stories of why you need to give to that person, why you need to take care of them, why you need to give more than they give you. There might be a whole bunch of confusion around that, and you're so fed up and resentful that you're like, no, I'm taking my power back. You're not going to take from me anymore. And this new opportunity is coming in for you to reclaim that money. When you shut that off and you take that action, you restore your resources because you're not getting them siphoned from you anymore. Okay. And then I get that you get to rest. You get to rest. At the bottom of the deck, I get the Hermit, which the Hermit is going inside, finding your own wisdom. So you might have a lot of ideas about why you've been supporting this way of thinking, this way of being, this person, especially if it's financially. And you just need to go inside. And on the inside, in your heart of hearts what's right, what works for you, what doesn't. And once you go inside and get connected to your chakra system, your solar plexus, your heart, and the truth for you, you're going to act boldly to protect yourself. You're going to take quick action. Okay. Anything else for this collective spirit? Y'all are pissed off, but I like it. You're pissed off, but I'm like, you go. It's about time you got pissed off. Why have you been letting this happen? Why are you walking 3 hours through a cornfield? Make your life easier on yourself. Stop resenting other people for taking from you when you could just take it back. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, I see conflict, challenge. It's 5 of Wands. These are little obstacles and challenges. This might be kind of what you deal with this person that's siphoning. There's a lot of conflict, challenges, confusion with that 7 of Cups. And what I get is the King of Swords. So this is going to be you speaking your truth. You have the clarity. You know what's right for you, and you're willing to speak it. You're done. This anger that you have in your belly that's causing this fire in your heart, it's given you a lot of clarity, right? And now you know, and now you see, and now you don't give up. You don't give a fuck, okay? I'm going to say what I need to say because your anger is that much. And when you do that, you're going to take it's going to be a whole nother new thing, a whole new journey, okay? It's a new way of being. It's like, I do not walk through cornfields anymore. I walk through clean paths that take 5 minutes to walk through. I choose easy. I choose me. I choose not that. I'm going another direction and I'm taking all my shit with me. It's not much, but I'm taking it all with me, which means no, there's none left for you. You don't get to siphon anymore. Okay? Sorry, I'm going on my own new adventure. And I'll get to keep all of my resources for myself because I won't have other people taking from me. Any last messages, Spirit? Okay, well, what I get from this is you already know. You know what you need to say. You know what you need to do. You already got pissed off. You're already like flying forward with success and victory. And you've already gotten the clarity that somehow you were engaging in allowing somebody to siphon from you, allowing yourself to be a victim and keeping yourself kind of out in the cold. Maybe your finances tied up, and now you're taking really clear, direct steps to make your finances be safe and secure, to provide yourself with, if it's not finances, just safety and security, and ground yourself in what works for you moving forward and really protecting that energy. You're taking a new start here. And yes, it might have been catalyzed by anger, but that anger was really clarity, the clarity you needed to say what you need to say, do what you need to do. And with this sword, I'm getting cut off whoever you needed to cut off. The lighthouse can show you the shore, but you still need to steer the ship. If any of this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and until next message.